What's up YouTube, Chronos here, and welcome back to PSO2. So today's video we're going to be going over to the JP PSO2 channel, where they did just upload a video talking about, or it's not so much talking about, but basically showing off that play footage that they talked about back in Prologue 4. It was the time where they were showing off the combat zone, where they said they had how to play the whole session in, and yeah, they said they would upload it later, and they finally have. So we're going to be reacting to that, give you guys my thoughts. Now I have watched through this already once, and unfortunately the audio was just a little too loud for the video itself, so going back through, give you guys my thoughts again after I've seen a couple of things, make sure I'm not missing anything this time around, because I did miss a couple of things. But before we jump into that, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Karn. I do content over here on YouTube daily. Much appreciated if you're new to the channel that you toss over a subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit, and let you keep up with the content as we're moving forward into NGS. So let's go ahead and hop into this. So basically we had our two wonderful hosts playing. Go ahead and turn these guys down a little bit, so that's what I made last time. They were way too loud. Back over here. EY and Unicy playing stuff. It's done for myself too. I don't really need to hear them too much. Give you guys an option to get some of the background noise. But again, if you want to watch this on your own, I'll leave a link in the video description. You guys can catch the video on your own to get a chance to watch it. But anyway, so they mentioned that they were going to be uploading this footage. This footage is of, I guess, like beta times. Essentially, this is their chance to play the new zone with their characters that they had access to, as well as having like 6 other people with them. So it was a full 8-man run. So we got a couple of their classes. We have a hunter. So we have EY on Hunter playing Partisan and Wired Lance. Have Unicy on Ranger playing mostly rifle, but plays a bit of launcher as well. And then we have 6 other people, Staff 1 and Staff 2, that were playing Hunter, I think another Ranger respectively. Had a fighter on Twin Daggers and Staff 4, I believe. Staff 3, 4, actually there they go, yep, Staff 3 was a force. I can't remember who else they had along. Well, I believe they had a Techer. It might have been Staff 5. And one other person. I think what the class I'm missing. Gunner might have been Staff 5 and Techer might have been Staff 6. That should be all 8 of them total. So if there's anything specific that you wanted to see, just keep an eye out for that individual person. You may have to freeze frame or look closely to be able to see it. But they're just kind of going over the zone itself, showing it off. It's a pretty cool zone. I'm actually really excited for these zones. These battle zones are actually pretty dope. I'm more excited for level 20 battle zone specifically because it's got that really cool dark foresty vibe, which I'm a pretty big fan of that aesthetic overall. Drink a little bit of our water here. We'll run through this because I'll be talking for quite a bit about pretty much everything that I see. So I mentioned this first off that you can see that EY does have his PUs, which is pretty dope. Unicy does not have her. And I didn't get a chance to see it during the footage when I watched last time, but I'm really curious to see how Volgraptor works. It doesn't look to be a skill on his palette anywhere, so I'm assuming it might be tied into the weapon action of the weapon itself. Might be like I'd imagine the held weapon action is like the Partisan's block, and the that is a very weird. I'm trying to see at what point of the combo it is. Almost weird, but yeah, the held weapon action I'm assuming block, and the tap weapon action might be Volgraptor, maybe. Now in this they do actually have access to Smart PA, or auto combo as I like to call it. The Smart PA I feel like is more useful in PSO2 NGS than it is in PSO2 base, because in PSO2 base it really doesn't have a lot of use. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Sorry, need to make a quick adjustment. In PS2 base, it doesn't really have a lot of use, primarily because because we're still using perfect attacks quite a bit, and with perfect attacks, you have to time a lot of your attacks and how they're hitting. But in NGS, since you're really not worried too much about perfect attacking, then the auto combo is actually pretty useful. Now, fighter mains out there, because you guys know I will be probably starting as fighter. I'll be playing fighter hunter, even more so after watching this footage. But fighter mains out there, you keep an eye out for Staff 4. I was actually kind of curious to see how their aerial combat will work out. They didn't really do a ton of it this time around, at least that I saw from the first time watching this footage. We've got moving positron. See, that makes me excited for when bouncing gets implemented, because moving positron was something that you had access to, and I guess if you guys aren't sure what I'm talking about, so positron blast is a move that's in base PS2 as well for rifle, and you can't move while you charge it. You can actually see that he has full raptor in there. But you can't move while you charge it. But in PvP and PSO2 base, you're actually able to move while you're charging it. So it actually works a little bit better in PvP. Hopefully, we get PvP version of Soaring Blades Bouncer as well, because the Soaring Blades in PvP have better tracking, as well as are faster and don't require any rings for them to work properly completely. You gotta love the Skyrim horsing. Ulysses having some difficulties with it. Oh, there she goes. She made it eventually. There we go. There we go. Head over to the next section. So if you're not sure of how these combat zones work, essentially you're running from emergency code to emergency code until you build up your PSE burst. When the PSE burst is maxed, you're getting increased experience and all that good stuff, and then those spawns are popping up left and right. You're killing those spawns until that PSE drains all the way down, and once it drains all the way down, you get what's called the PSE climax. And the PSE climax is where the boss spawns and you fight that. So they're building up the PSE burst right now. Dude, I mentioned this before too when I recorded this previously, but what is it? Hunter is just like their weapons cleave so well, like in slightly tight-knit, closely grouped enemies. You're going to do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, see, there's staff 4. Unfortunately, there's not in the air very much, so it's tough for me to see if Twin Daggers is going to be that option that I need for aerial. Oh, he's jumping down. Is he doing like the whole loop of jumping down, jumping up? Some people are on top, some people are on bottom. No, it looks like they're fine. I guess they got down to him. These are enemies we've seen beforehand. They're just dolls. Nothing too crazy here. I'm trying to still catch on, see if they show off how Volgraptor ends up working out, but it doesn't look like it so far. They do run into some problems with dealing with certain enemies and stuff like that. Plus, I haven't seen him block either, so we'll have to see what that's all about. I noticed that his weapon action there for a second had a little blue ring on it. I wonder what that's all about. Ooh, the step. Wow, okay, the step action is kind of cool. The step normal. Pretty dope, actually. Honestly, the launcher just looks kind of cool for Ranger. I feel like it's the more aesthetically pleasing weapon between the two. I might look to get a pretty cool looking launcher to play launcher while I'm leveling Ranger. That laser though. That is quite a beam, dude. Quite a beam. Should I do the beam again? No, okay, let's switch over to EY. Just kind of looking around. Yep, see there's another trial that spawned off to the right. Looks like EY's got a quest that's over there, super far away, but he's not worried too much about it. Headed off to the next trial. They're getting pretty close to finishing up the PSE burst. This is primarily going to be the way that we're probably level for the most part. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm actually recording this after the announcement. We've got NGS that's going to be launching on the 9th. If you guys missed that video, pretty hype about that. We've got NGS right around the corner. It seems like we're going to have a longer maintenance cycle. So unfortunately, it looks like we won't be getting the graphics updates before NGS launches, but we will be getting NGS fairly soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. JP got to beta test the graphics update. Lucky them, right? It's going in on this target, man. It is. Hang on, I'm trying to think about that. Oh, we're switching over to Wirelands. Here we go. It looks like they hit their PSE burst, so now they've got some areas. There's that laser again. And we get some Wirelands gameplay. So Wirelands seems a bit interesting. large cleaves. I don't see anything that looks like shock tether. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that looks like shock tether, so I don't think they have shock tether yet, which is a little bit disappointing. Oh, and he popped his PB there. It looks pretty cool, but I don't see like how it would be very useful in single target, so I guess that's just one that you would use for AoE, huh? Just casual gunning down things. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. So I wonder what other combat zone we have. So we have this at level 10. We had a level 5 combat zone. Are we going to get a level 15 combat zone? I feel like that's also important, especially if we're moving forward towards 20. Unless we'll be able to enter the enter our endgame combat zone from level 15. If we are, then I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too terribly bad, but the enemies are probably going to be pretty difficult to fight. Oh, and there we go. There's the big boy. I'm not sure if that's a silver one. I'm sure someone who can actually read Japanese when they lock onto it will be able to tell me if it's silver, or if that's a silver version or not. It looks silver, which I feel like most of these wouldn't be silver, because I'm also seeing the shine on it, so I feel like, yeah, they probably got a silver one, like a rare one. They're just flying around, kind of keeping away from him. This is where I was hoping to see more of Staff 4 just up in the air attacking him. Because I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping that Twin Daggers fills that slot where I need to be aerial. Actually, I have to make a pair of Twin Daggers, man. It's gonna be crazy. Just getting rid of that weak spot. So yeah, that's one thing to note, is they do attack that weak spot on his tail. EY is attacking the wing for some reason. Though he was using Wired Lance to actually get to it, which is kind of dope. Like, looks like he locked onto it and pulled himself up towards it. That might be worth looking into, right? If I need a weapon that I can close the gap with, Wired Lance might be the play. Maybe Hunter, or maybe Fighter Hunter is going to be the way to go for us. You can see pops or PB. It's pretty decent damage on it, actually, surprisingly enough. And then it looks like he enrages. This is a pretty cool looking enemy. They showed this off during Prologue 4, so pretty dope looking enemy. Cool face. But something tells me that it's just they're not focusing on like the proper weak spot is all. EY is still on that wing, man. He wants the wing. I'm not sure how he's going to get to it with that partisan. No, okay, well, no, he got knocked in the air. I was going to say, if he actually had recovered while he was in the air there, he might be able to stay up there and deal some more damage, but nothing too crazy going on here. I mean, Partisan has most of the PAs that I assume it has. Honestly, the PA selection was pretty solid for Partisan. I don't know the names of all of them, but you have the stabbing PA, you have what looked like, I believe, was Slide Shaker or something like that. It's like the big swoosh. And then you've got what looks like basically Partisan's version of Nova Strike, the swirl around you. So those are all pretty solid, and you have different uses for all of them in different target type situations. You have Cleave AoE and single target, which Cleave and AoE are two different things. For those who aren't aware, Cleave is more so like 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 targets, where AoE is like just as many targets as possible. There are some skills that just benefit in smaller situations. Okay, no, they got him knocked down again. Went for the weak spot. Let's see what he's using. Yeah, it looks like he's doing is a jump normal slam for some reason. Yeah, this boss just seems like anti-melee all the way through, man. Going for that weak spot again on his tail. Get another knockdown, though, they hit the weak spot on his head, which would be really good. Oop, I got knocked back. They are using what looks like 1-star weapons, since they are the white weapons that they have with the blue photon effects on them. I know the ooh, Unicy got knocked down off to the side. And the 1-stars were white with blue photon effects, the 2-stars were black with red photon effects, and the 3-stars were like gunmetal color and had purple photon effects on them. So I'm just gonna see what they do with the 4-star weapon when it comes out, what those weapons actually look like, what they are. I'm pretty excited to find out what's gonna be like overall. Enemy is like just the worst for melee, it seems. And again, I still don't see staff 4 up there, man. I was hoping to see more staff 4 just like flying into the air. It's like, it'd have been me, I feel like that's what I'd be going for. But I doubt it's that easy, right? It's probably difficult to do, so we'll have to see. Just floating back and forth. He's just floating around, man. Doing whatever he wants. Ooh, okay. And big hit, yep, slam down. Well, looks like he has an attack pattern, which is kind of dope, so we'll be able to kind of like just follow said attack pattern. Huge laser, maybe? Yep, there's a laser. She's stepping the laser. Oh, she stepped it like 3 times. Not too bad. I wonder, was Unicy readying the PB there? We'll have to see if we check her POV afterwards. She doesn't have PB. It looked like she was readying PB there for a sec. And they got him. Nice, nice, nice. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, I had this set up differently last time. Let's do this so it's a little bit bigger. There we go. It looks a little bit better. This is, I remember this where Unicy had some difficulties with playing the role of Skyrim Horse. And for those who've never played Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Skyrim Horse is a mythical horse that's able to run straight up mountains. So it's very coined as the term whenever you're trying to brute force your way up something that you, in most cases, either have difficulties getting up or shouldn't be able to make it up at all. Basically, she should be like photon sprinting into double jumping, which she doesn't. She double jumps here and then tries to wall jump off of that, which just doesn't work. And misses the jump there, so. Yeah, see, UI tries to do the same thing. Lucks out, lands on one of the girders that are there, and then jumps off of that, so he's able to get up pretty easily. That smug smile from UI. Unicy is still trying. Oh, one of the enemies came down, that she has to fight. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, like, Launcher just looks kind of sick looking. Like, I feel like it would be fun to play. I don't know, everything looks kind of fun to play. I think the only thing I legitimately found kind of boring was, and I hate to say it, was playing Force in party scenarios. When the boss isn't targeting you, and he's not hyper aggressive on you, Force is just, I don't know, feels kind of boring in my opinion at least. But whenever I was playing like content where I was either playing solo or like, you know, I didn't know damage the boss was targeting me specifically, it was actually pretty fun. Oof. Oh, come on. Nope, nope, still having problems. She'll get it eventually. Basically, again, it's they do the photon dash into double jump. And that's how eventually she gets through it. I think it's right here. There it goes. Yep, photon dash into double jump. This is where she accidentally PBs. Unfortunately, it's with rifles, so we still can't see the launcher PB. So we never actually get to see the launcher PB, I don't think, throughout all of this. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. Picking up more end grinders. See, that's the thing too, man. I'm going to go over this in a video later, where I go over what I'm prepping for NGS, which I do plan to get that taken care of after I finish the prep for NGS, which is probably going to be a stream all in itself. We do just tons and tons of prep of everything that we're going to be putting together. But people are taking prep as, you know, you just want to be super powerful the entire way through, and it's not about that. It's more so about not burning resources early on. you might need to use later on for more powerful gear. Ooh, our boy Big Froga. Gotta get that lock on. Oh, no, it looks like Unity doesn't have the lock on. Gotta get the lock on that infection core. I'm not sure what it's called in NGS, but basically looks like an infection core from PSO2. The other ranger at least has their weak bullet on it. It looks like, at least I thought that's what it looked like for a little while there. EY has swapped his target overall to the right spot. These weapons just look really, really dope. I'm actually pretty excited about it. Oh, looks like Unity also swapped her target over to the correct one. Getting tons and tons of crits. I'm assuming that's what blue numbers are in this game, is crits. I'm not sure if it's if weak spots just have 100% crit chance, or if that just means weak point damage. Just cleaving through everything, man. Again, hunter weapons, so nice for that. Being able to cleave through everything. Even if you're not hitting the exact weak spot you want to hit, you're just hitting a lot of things at once. You're still dealing quite a bit of damage. The NSC is going over to the auto combo button. Playing keyboard and mouse. Woman after my own heart. Meanwhile, EY is over here playing controller life, dude. Both are solid, though. So don't worry, if you're a controller player, actually some of the best players in the world I know are controller players. So, yeah. Take that how you will. And we're still just gatling this dude down from behind. Is Froga still alive? Big Froga, you still alive? You dead. Still alive, yeah, over there in the corner. He does, yeah, he has quite done that that ground pound, the normal space into normal, or jump into normal. Ground slam, if you will. You see, taking out the ads that we don't have to deal with them while they're fighting the boss. Looks like UI is unfortunately on the wrong lock-on spot. Happens. Hate to see it, but happens. We do have PB, so hopefully they actually use that PB though as well. Get a knockdown. He's getting there. Oh, yep, looks like I got rid of the infection core. But they can just focus on the head. Push over to launcher. Yeah, honestly, launcher doesn't look like it's super heavily favoring AoE damage specifically. It does look like it has some splash, don't get me wrong, but looks like it's got some decent single target options, at least from first glance, right? We don't know what all the PAs do exactly just yet since we haven't had a hold of them. But first glance, it looks decent. Unity's popping a laser. Oh, yep, here it comes. Those slashes, dude. And then the stab through. Yep. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good, dude. Actually pretty hype. Big Froga still bouncing around, dude. A frog that basically is genetically altered to look like a scorpion, I guess. And there we go. They take it down. And that's all the footage they have for today. It's pretty dope. I actually was really excited to see that this is the route they decided to go as far as combat goes. It's pretty cool to check out this actual zone itself. And again, I'm actually relatively sold on Launcher. I didn't think I'd like it as much. Honestly, like, I didn't play Ranger at all in the beta, just because Rifle didn't seem that appealing to me. But I am actually pretty stoked to try out Ranger and actually have a cool, like, you know, Ranger camo. So I'll have to look for a decent Launcher camo and decent Rifle camo to figure out what I'm going to go with on that. But I think that's all we have time for today as far as this video goes itself. I don't think there's anything else here, right? Like, this is it. Yeah, this is the end of it. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just let this run its course. We can turn this down. I don't have to hear anything they're actually saying. But as always, guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. A like on the video is much appreciated and absolves you of half your ad block guilt. The other half is absolved by subscribing. Both are completely free and they do help me out a ton. If you want to keep up with the content as it goes live, make sure to click on the bell icon to be notified of videos when they pop up, as well as community posts, or join us over on Discord or follow me over on Twitter for notifications via those two avenues. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to comment, and gang, if you do make it all the way here. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.